Best wishes for a successful season from Ferguson Angus, Lynn and Lori Ferguson, Shaw Concrete and Construction, and Insurance Smart and D&K Insurance. Backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns all season long.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Mike on the Mic. I'm Mike Hughes. We're doing double duty. We're going to come at you both tonight, Thursday night, and Friday night. So, hey, enjoy it. Mike on the Mic both nights, and we'll have two different games for you here, Thursday and Friday. Of course, this week, state volleyball and state cross country taking place this weekend. A lot of the schools not having school on Friday. So there is a handful of games on Friday night, most of the games being played tonight. Let's take a look at the matchups because a lot of the games up in the air as far as who's going to go on to the playoffs. Tonight's contest features Phillipsburg at Russell. Phillipsburg blanked Norton Big last week, 56-0. Russell lost to TMP by a score 46-6. Quinter is open. They end their season 0-8. They lost to St. Francis last week, 54-6. They're open this week. Again, their season over at 0-8. TMP will be at Norton. We mentioned a minute ago, TMP defeated Russell 46-6. Norton lost to Phillipsburg 56-0. It's going to be Logan Palco at Bennington. Should be an 8-man contest here. Logan Palco beat a good Solomon team last week, 64-16. Bennington lost to Osborne by a score of 32-16. It's going to be Pike Valley at Lynn. Pike Valley defeated Beloit St. John's Tipton last week rather handily, 52-6. Lynn beat Tescott 46-0. It'll be Rock Hills of Beloit St. John's Tipton, a lot on the line here. We'll talk more about that here in a minute. Rock Hills shut out Southern Cloud last week 54-0, while Beloit St. John Tipton lost to Pike Valley, as we mentioned, 52-6. Osborne will be at Lincoln. Osborne defeated Bennington 32-16 last week. Lincoln lost to Victoria 52-0. It's going to be Stockton at Lakeside. Stockton lost to Northern Valley last week, 66-14. Lakeside defeated Wilson by a score of 66-20. It's going to be Hill City at Rawlins County. Hill City lost to Hoxie last week, 52-6. Rawlins County defeated Trigo, shut them out, 46-0. It's going to be Victoria at Solomon. Victoria defeated Lincoln last week, 52-0. Solomon lost to Logan Palco, 64-16. Thunder Ridge at Northern Valley, that's you're going to see here Thursday night here on Next Tech Local 1, your game of the week. Thunder Ridge lost to Sylvan Lucas last week, 44-8. Northern Valley defeated Stockton, 66-14. It's going to be Trigo at St. Francis. Now, Trigo lost to Rawlins County last week, 46-0. St. Francis defeating Quinter by a score of 54-6. And it's going to be Smith Center at El Saline. Smith Center defeated Republic County last week, 70-0. El Saline beat Sacred Heart, come from behind, scored with 2 minutes to win. 2 minutes to go in the game to win 28-21. They're going to have a tough time. Smith Center has outscored their first two district opponents 148-0. And then a couple of area games on Friday night, Wamego at Hayes. Now that's going to be a big contest. Wamego lost to McPherson last week 47-0. Hayes beat Abilene, shut them out 36-0. And then Lacrosse at Plainville, that's your game of the week Friday night here on Next Tech Local 1. Lacrosse at Plainville. Lacrosse beat Oakley last week 43-23. Plainville defeated Ellis 47-14. Again, those two games taking place on Friday night. Now let's take a look at district contest. First off in 4A1, District 8. McPherson, they've clinched the championship at 2-0. The winner of the Hayes-Wamego game Friday night, both teams 1-1. The winner will advance, be the runner-up in that district. Abilene is already out. They're 0-2. In 3A District 14, Phillipsburg has clinched it. They're 2-0. Norton and TMP match up tonight. The winner of that game will be the runner-up. Loser will be out. Russell already out at 0-2. Norton TMP should be a pretty good matchup. In 2 1A, District 6, Smith Center and El Saline battle it out tonight, both 2-0. Sacred Heart, Republic County, they're both out at 0-2. The winner of the Smith Center El Saline game will be the district champion. Loser will be the runner-up. El Saline's had to come from behind their last 2 games against Republic County and Sacred Heart. They cannot afford to get behind to Smith Center. And in 1A, District 7, same scenario there. Plainville and La Crosse, both 2-0. Ellis and Oakley already eliminated. They're both 0-2. Winner of that contest between Plainville and La Crosse Friday night will be the district champion. The loser will be the runner-up. We move to 8-man 1 District 4. Osborne, 4-0. They're the champions, but still looking for a runner-up. Now, Victoria is 3-1. Logan Palco, 2-2. They've already been eliminated. Solomon, 2-2. And in Bennington, 1-3, Lincoln 0-4, they're both out. So Victoria or Solomon, one of those will be the runner-up. In 8-man 1 District 8, that's still all up in the air. Hoxie, St. Francis, Rawlins County, all 4-1. Hoxie in the driver's seat. Hill City, 3-2. Decatur Community is already out. They're 2-3. Trigo eliminated. They're 1-4, as is Quinter, 0-6 in district play. Now in 8-man 2 District 4, the champion is Pike Valley. They're 4-0. The winner of Rock Hills, Beloit, St. John's, Tipton Thursday night, they're both 3-1. The winner of that will be the runner-up. Already eliminated, Lynn, they're 2-2 in district play. Southern Cloud and Tesket, both 0-4. And in 8-man 2 District 5, this has already been wrapped up. Northern Valley, your champions, they are 4-0. Silva Lucas will be the runner-up. They're 3-1. Eliminated and out, playing for pride this weekend. Thunder Ridge, Lakeside, both 2-2 district play. Stockton 1-3, and Wilson 0-4. Now looking at rankings, Phillipsburg still number 2 in 3A. Conway Springs moving up, they're number 3. We'll talk more about that next week. In 2-1A, Smith Center still ranked number 1. El Saline has fallen out of the top 5. In 8-man 1, Osborne ranked 3rd, St. Francis 4th, Hoxie 5th. And in 8-man 2, Pike Valley remains number 2 behind Hanover. 6-man action, it's already complete. Golden Plains finished their season 5-2. Natoma 1-6. Natoma had to forfeit a couple of those games. That's a couple of the losses. 6-man has not yet been sanctioned by Kansas State High School Activities Association, something I think they're going to have to look at in the very near future as more teams are going to 6-man. I think there was 8 this season. And how about the Fort Hays State Tigers, folks? Big win over Missouri Western on the road, 38-10 last Saturday. First time they have been 8-0 in the program's history. They'll be at home. Check it out. Head out to Lewis Field this Saturday, 2 o'clock, as they host the Emporia State Hornets. They can use their support. They've moved up in the rankings. They're up to number 7 this week in the rankings. Now we're going to take a minute to talk about state volleyball, state cross country. That taking place this weekend, and some area teams involved in that. First off, congratulations to the TMP Lady Monarchs, Smith Center Lady Redmen, and Northern Valley Lady Huskies. They are all headed to state. TMP is the number 1 seed in the 3A tournament with a 38-2 record. Beloit is the number 5 seed there. Smith Center, the number 4 seed with a record of 33-8. Both TMP and Smith Center, the 3A and 2A, both being played in Emporia, while Hayes will host 1A1 and 1A2. In 1A2, Sylvan Lucas, the number 2 seed, Rawlins County, number 6. And in 1A2, Northern Valley, they're the number 2 seed at 28-8. Number 3, Beloit St. John's, Tipton. Now, if you're not familiar with state volleyball, they have 4 teams. They have 2 pools of 4. The top 2 teams out of each pool on Friday advance to Saturday. The winner of Pool 1 plays a runner-up in Pool 2. Vice versa, the winner of Pool 2 plays a runner-up in Pool 1, and the winners of those 2 matches play for the state championship. The remaining 2 teams will play for 3rd, so good luck to those teams. The Lady TMP Monarchs, the Lady Smith Center Redmen, and the Lady Northern Valley Huskies. Now, cross country, 5 area teams have advanced to state. First off, TMP, boy, what a weekend they had. They're not only heading to volleyball state, they're heading to state cross country as well, as the girls team finished first at the Ellsworth Regional. In 2A girls, it was Trigo finishing second. In 3A boys, Norton finishes first to advance. In 1A girls, Lakeside was first, and in 2A boys, Trigo finished third. So TMP will be at Ellsworth. That's where their state competition will be held. Norton will head to Ellsworth as well for the 3A boys. In 2A girls, 2A boys, for Trigo, both the boys and girls teams, they'll head to Tribune. The 1A girls, Lakeside, will head to Washington. So we wish all them teams the best of luck. We certainly want to thank our sponsor this week, as always, all season long, Leon's Welding and Fabrication, located on East Highway 40. Don't forget, next week we're going to have a special edition of Mike on the Mic right here Tuesday night. That's Halloween night. Mike on the Mic, Tuesday night. That will wrap up our season. We're going to tell you how those teams placed in state volleyball, your state runners in cross country, what's going to happen as far as classifications for schools and football, and the districts. It's really going to change for Class 2A next year, and we'll tell you who's in as far as in the playoffs advancing in football in our area divisions. Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Mike on the Mic. Don't forget, next week we'll see you right here Tuesday on Halloween night. I can hardly wait.
All right, Coach. Hey, you're 2-6 right now. How's your team doing? How you doing with injuries so far this year?
We've been pretty fortunate injury-wise. We've had one young man, Brandon Grauholtz, broke his collarbone earlier in the season, but he's healed up, and he's come back the last couple ball games, played pretty well for us, but unfortunately we're not going to have him tomorrow night. He tweaked it a little bit last week, and just for his benefit here toward the end of the season, he won't be playing. But we've been blessed. We've not hardly any what we call major injuries, which is rare.
Right.
But I think it's a testament to those kids who were in the weight room over the summer preparing their bodies, and Coach Struckoff and Coach Coombs doing a good job working with those kids throughout the summer. So.
Okay. You do.
Couple opportunities to take the lead in the game. Played really tough first half. Had trouble stopping them. Defensively, we knew we had to get the ball back, and Sylvan does what Sylvan does. They're going to ball control you, and I think we only gave up one big play the other night, but they just tear yards away little by little, and They a little bit bigger and a little bit more physical than we were, but I thought our kids got after it and didn't have the ball much offensively. So, against a team like that, you're going to have to put up points. And offensively, we had some turnovers. We had a few penalties that just that killed us, and you can't afford that against somebody like so. Offensively, we've struggled at not really moving the ball, but having just some mental lapses from time to time that really some undisciplined things that we didn't do at the beginning of the season, but we've started doing lately. And so if we can get that squared away, then I think those are some big keys for us to win Friday night or Thursday night.
But we weren't able to stop people, and we feel like we've done a pretty good job of stopping people. Injury-wise, we're in real good shape right now. We lost one freshman, and hopefully we're going to get him back if we get in the playoffs. But he's got a broken bone in his leg, but we think he might be ready here in another week or so. avoid injuries, and we were able to do that. We were a little disappointed that we gave up 14 points. We played pretty good defense. I think we gave up 19 yards rushing on 23 attempts, but they hit a pass, a little short flare pass, and our kid read it real well and came up and attacked the kid a little bit too hard, and he juked him and broke it for a 60-yard touchdown. So we gave that up, and then we gave up a kickoff return when we was kicking into the wind. We kicked it real high, and they broke one there. But other than that, I thought our defense played real well. It's done a nice job of containing people. So we hope we can contain him, and then we think we can probably move the ball on him. We've been pretty successful scoring points this year, so we've been able to score pretty much on anybody, so we feel good about that.
All right, Coach, thank you. So what's the keys? I know you probably talked about it a little bit. Keys to Husky win on
play very well against them. And then even in the Alma game, we won that, but it was like 62-42. We played pretty good defense in the first half, and we kind of fell apart in the second half. And I think that's what's helped us here down the stretch and in our district games. We've been able to shut people down. So we feel like that's a big key to the game.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Good evening and welcome everybody to Game Time on Next Tech Local 1. We're coming to you live tonight from Almena, and Ivan, it's a brisk, windy night out here.
Well, it is cold tonight, but it's football time, and honestly, we're indoors this week.
Yep.
Last week we were in Peaburg, and being on top of the press box, it's a lot healthier in there.
Yes. So the game tonight is a District 5 contest in 8-man Division 2. Northern Valley taking on Thunder Ridge. Northern Valley's already wrapped up the district championship in this district, and Thunder Ridge is already eliminated from playoff contention. So tonight is just a game of pride tonight.
Oh, yeah, and that's definitely, and also, too, I think for Coach Feston, talking to him the other day, was get nobody hurt, those kinds of things. So
Thunder Ridge will receive the opening kickoff here. Northern Valley set to kick off. Jesus Signs set to kick for the Huskies. Back deep is Reese Struckoff, and this is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And the field here going from your right to your left on your screen, Thunder Ridge, will be going into the wind in this first quarter, a strong north wind coming out this evening.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to keep it inside the box here, kicking south. So.
Yeah. So the Longhorns come out on offense. Under center is Riggs Reinberg, the sophomore quarterback. Behind him and fullback is Seth Lloyd, and the tailback Reese Struckoff. And this is Struckoff out the carry on the first down, and will pick up maybe a yard or two. And on the tackle is Caden Kinnerconnect from his free safety position. Going to give him a yard on the play. It'll be second down, or maybe 2 yards here. Second down and 8. We'll be at the 17-yard line, I believe. And Ivan, Thunder Ridge is going to pound the rock tonight. They're keeping it on the ground.
They're not going to throw it, and really definitely going into the wind tonight, they're not going to throw. So,
and you'll probably see a lot of their tailback Reese Struckoff for the Longhorns. And now, again, on the Struckoff off to the left-hand side, gets hit and spins and maybe picks up another yard or two. On the tackle there is the defensive back Aiden Baird. So
it's a good hard run. There's nowhere to go.
No.
So
was only getting about a yard, getting back to the line of scrimmage before he got hit. Was able to spin and get another yard. So third down and 7 now for the Longhorns, and probably not a down and distance that they're wanting to be into tonight.
We were talking about this in pregame. They've got a big gap on the left-hand side of their line.
And closing that gap is the linebacker, Nick Stutzman, just shot in. Like you said, there's a big gap on either side of the center. Stutzman, the linebacker, shot in and makes the tackle for just a yard gain. Will be fourth and 5 for the Longhorns.
It just seems, we watched them warming up, and there's a big gap on that line, and it's kind of enticing, just even to watch it. So
Stutzman was able to read that and make the tackle for just a yard gain, and back to punt is Struckoff. And nobody deep for the Huskies with that wind. The ball going to roll back down to the 26-yard line. That's where Northern Valley will start their first offensive possession of the game. So 3 and out for Thunder Ridge. And for them tonight, they probably need a little bit more possession than that. They're going to need to control the clock.
They'll get a little bit more than 5 yards, and And right now they got to buckle it up here and try to keep Northern Valley on their side of the field. So
looks like the white hat has decided not to wear the microphone. He just handed it off. So
yeah. So there will be no talking tonight from the field, folks. So
the shotgun is Kenner Connect, the senior quarterback for the Huskies, and he's going to keep it off the left-hand side, and nothing going there for Kenner Connect. Out there tackling is the defensive end, Seth Lloyd, so maybe a yard.
It was a good read by those guys, and really there was 3 guys there, so good read.
And Thunder Ridge is not overly big up front, where Northern Valley may have a little bit of size advantage up front.
It looks like it from here, you know. 22's running off to the sideline there for Joseph Ferguson for Thunder Ridge. And number 7's coming on the field, Jerron Hale.
So
looks like there's some kind of equipment problem with 22.
So 2nd down and 9 for the Huskies. Tight formation set for Kenner Connect, and he's going to keep it off the right-hand side. Makes a man miss. He's got some room. Stiff arm, cuts up the field to the 40, and is brought down at the 37-yard line. So good run there. Real tough run by Kenner Connect.
Just some missed tackles there. Just some missed tackles and a little bit of a counter play, cross-buck fakes, and really just got to bring him down.
Yeah, Kenner Connect fake to both running backs and kept it off the right-hand side for a nice gain and a first down for the Huskies. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, 2 tight end formation for Northern Valley. Kenner Connect out of the shotgun, and this is a give off the right-hand side. That's Bach, but he's tripped up by the nose guard, Britt Bauman. So maybe a loss of yard. They're going to give him a yard.
Yeah, give him a yard on the spot. So
2nd down and 9, but a good play by the nose guard Bauman. Tripped up Bach in the backfield. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for Northern Valley, and they got some wide splits too. It looks
yes,
like.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Kenner Connect changing up he gives it to Stutzman off the left-hand side. He cuts up the field and
just
got a good tough run there. On the tackle is Colton Davis, but it's going to be close to a first down.
Yeah, he kind of ran right over him.
We got a replay here on the screen.
There are some splits on that as well. So
Stutzman with a 9-yard or an 8-yard carry brings up 3rd down and 1 for Northern Valley. Probably 4-down territory where we're at in Thunder Ridge territory. And they give the Bach off the right-hand side. Not much going. He's able to lean forward, though. Tough run. In on the feet was Ferguson, but unable to bring him down. And Bach is going to have a first down for the Huskies.
Yeah, good hard ran. It just kept going.
So even with the wind, Northern Valley is going to keep the ball on the ground. That's kind of their forte here.
Sure. And like everyone knows that's probably watching the game here, it's cold out tonight.
It is cold.
So right now those hits, you can feel them.
And Kenner Connect kind of bubbles the snap, nowhere to go, and is brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'd say no gain on that.
Kind of couldn't handle a snap. That could be just your hands being cold. It's a cold night with some wind out of the north, so bumbled snap will bring up 2nd down and 10.
Did you say bumbled or
bumbled? Bumbled snap. My lips are a little cold too, Ivan.
I didn't know the bumble was here, you know.
And Stutzman off the right-hand side for a couple will bring up 3rd down and 7, it looks.
Because Christmas isn't here yet, there, and they bounce. So
is bobbled and fumbled at the same time. Kind of a combination of both.
All right, 3rd down and about 7 here.
So this is the 3rd down Northern Valley's faced on this opening drive of the first quarter. Kenner Connect out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it off the right-hand side. He's got a blocker in front, cuts up the field, gets to the 20, down to close to the 15-yard line, and he may have picked up the first down. Good patient running there by Kenner Connect, and we'll have the first down for the Huskies.
Coming up, Curtis.
And Kenner Connect just has some blockers out there, and boy, it made a couple guys miss, and it was able to pick up those extra yards for the first down then.
Sure. Did a great job.
So 1st and 10 now for the Huskies at the 14-yard line. We've got 6:50 left in this first quarter. As to give the Bach off the left-hand side. He's got a lot of room, man. He's in for the score, looks like.
Oh, they're going to spot it at the one.
Very close. He's going to be close, so they're going to mark him down right short of the goal line.
I did not see the old U go up.
Nope,
So got a
Caden Bach.
replay coming up here.
Good tough run out the left-hand side, and looks like Seth Lloyd was caught kind of in the middle where he was trying to decide whether he's going to take the running back or the quarterback.
Yeah, 30, Colton Davis, he got hammered again right there.
So first and goal now for the Huskies at the 1 yard line. And it's to give the Bach up the middle, and he's in for the score. So our first score of the night is Caden Bach on a 1 yard touchdown run for the Huskies.
Yeah, great drive, great run. I think it's going to be a whole lot of what's going to happen tonight.
So just a run off the left-hand side, just a dive.
They had a little bit of a wedge built there for him to run through. So
2-point conversion attempt now for Northern Valley. Up 6-0 here in this first quarter. And Stutzman off the left-hand side. He's got a little bit of room, and he's into the score for the 2-point conversion. So Northern Valley is successful on their first drive, touchdown and a 2-point conversion, up 8-0 in this first quarter.
We'll show you a little bit of the house in the background there.
The wind.
They're back on the field.
And so that's a good start for Northern Valley in this ball game. 3 and out for Thunder Ridge, punt. They go ahead and drive the field for the touchdown.
And I just think that's Northern Valley's recipe for success right there. And tonight, especially as windy it is, you're not going to throw it in the air tonight. So.
No, yeah, they're even with the wind. They're not going to the air. They're going to keep it on the ground.
And when are you going to get that hot chocolate for us?
Yeah.
Are you going down there pretty quick?
Soon, yes. Next break, Ivan, I'll go and get you a hot chocolate.
Well,
marshmallows? Want marshmallows?
Don't hand stir it, okay? So, but, yeah, I would take some, yeah.
Perfect. So Northern Valley set to kick off again for the second time this evening.
Yeah, right now they might do a squib instead of putting it in the air because it's going to go out.
Yeah, Jesus Signs put it in the end zone last time, so we'll see what he does here from the 30-yard line. Back deep is struck off for the Longhorns, and he's back at the 2-yard line.
On a cold, brisk night in Almena.
The Signs with the
It's gonna
kick,
go out.
and
Oh,
Struckoff's going to take it at the 2-yard line. Going to cut it back up the middle. He's got a little bit of room, and up across the 25, ran into his own man, and got up to about the 29-yard line. So good return for the Longhorns.
Yeah, he kind of ran into his own guy, I think number 19, which I don't see.
That's Bauman, Britt Bauman.
On the sheet, but I do see it on yours. Great job on that.
So 1st and 10 for the Longhorns. It'll be they spot it back at the 27, 28-yard line. I formation. So give to the fullback.
Yeah, quick
and
hit.
Lloyd's got a couple yards, going to get up to the 30-yard line. So give him 2 on first down, second down and 8. Maybe give him 3 here, second down and 7.
Got a score coming in here from Mike Hughes. Smith Center 13, El Saline 0.
And that's for the district championship.
Right.
Both teams are undefeated in district, and El Saline is undefeated overall.
Correct. Big game tonight. And also, too, got a score from Norton. Norton 6, TMP 0.
There's a toss to Struckoff, and a nice spin move, and gets up to the 35, close to the 35-yard line. A good spin move there by the tailback Struckoff. Got a replay of it here. A little toss right. Sees a defender coming and makes a spin move, picks up an extra couple yards. And
well, here's what's key tonight. They got to pick up this. They got to pick this up here.
So Northern Valley was able to pick up 2 third downs on their drive. Thunder Ridge failed to convert their first third down. This is their second third down of the evening. Back out of the type I formation, get the Struckoff on the right-hand side, and just not much going, but he did lean forward there.
Depends on the spot here. I still say he's about a yard.
Yeah, it looks like the sideline.
Walking it in.
So Kinder Connect on the tackle will bring up 4th and 1, and I suspect Thunder Ridge is going to go for this.
This is a big call, though. You don't get it.
Yeah. If you don't, you're going to set up Northern Valley in pretty good field position.
Basically at midfield.
So running in a play for the Longhorns, taking a little bit of time here getting set. They're going to go out of the shotgun, out of the Wildcat formation. We've seen it a little bit here. This is struck off in the Wildcat formation. They're going to call a timeout, though. And we're going to take it with them. So stay tuned. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Karst Water Well and Drilling Service has been drilling water wells and installing water systems in the area for over 84 years. Whether your project is residential, agricultural, commercial, or municipal, Karst Water Well can do the job right the first time. We offer design and consulting services and use the latest technology with only the best water system components on the market today. So no matter what kind of water well or water system you need, Karst is the company to do the job. Call us today for a consultation. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Welcome back to Game Time on Next Tech Local 1, and just getting ready for the 4th down play, and it's going to be offsides on Northern Valley. They're going to give Thunder Ridge a free first down, and that's a costly penalty, Ivan.
Probably pulled them off with this, the freeze count.
Yeah.
So.
It's very it's a good meeting tonight with the weather, the freeze count. So 1st and 10 now for Thunder Ridge.
Way to connect that with the cold weather tonight. Nice job on that.
Back out in the Wildcat formation is struck off. And this is a give to Lloyd off the right-hand side. He's got a lot of room. Lloyd's going to get to the end zone, and nobody's going to catch him. Seth Lloyd on the 39-yard touchdown run for the Longhorns, going to bring the score to 8-6 now.
Well, we talk about that. He got to past the first level in a hurry, and he was gone.
Well, they ran down the Wildcat. They had no quarterback in there. Struck off was
direct snapping,
and all keys were on him. And Lloyd able to, like you said, get to that second level. And nobody's going to catch him. So
they've got a game going on here.
39-yard touchdown run for Lloyd, and now the 2-point conversion. Twin receivers to the right for Renberg, and he's going to look that way, looking to throw, and it's intercepted, and Caden Bach with the interception.
Yeah.
And so
we had seen them running that when they were warming up down here. We were talking about them passing that play there. So
linebacker was able to read the quarterback's eyes there in the interception. So Northern Valley still leads 8-6, and but Thunder Ridge able to answer back. They got a little momentum on that first down.
Yeah.
And then we're able to punch it in with a long touchdown run. 4:24 left in this first quarter. So even though Thunder Ridge, this will be their last game, Seth Lloyd's a senior. He doesn't really want to go out without a fight. So we could have a ball game on our hands.
I think so. Sorry, I was putting my glove back on. But no, it's 8-6. Got a game here. Cold night in Almena.
So back deep and will be Stutzman, but he's coming up to about the 20-yard line to kick off for Thunder Ridge. Will be Kiko Moreno. And it's going to be a tough kick, Ivan. This is straight into that north wind. So
it's going to have to stay low. I'd almost do a squib. It really would, just to try to get it as many yards as you could.
Stutzman averages 16 yards per return on the year. Moreno has it teed up at the 30. Looks like this may be, he's going to try to kick this one deep.
Nope.
And it's a line roller going to pick up at the 15. And Stutzman's got some room off the left-hand side. He's only got one man to beat it. And knocked it out of bounds. And good play out there by Tyler Kruger, able to knock Stutzman out of bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Well, here's the thing. It was a great kick. I mean, great placement. Man, it died right there. Yeah. Just not a lot, the coverage just didn't get there.
Yeah, nobody
right up the side
came over. Yeah, they kept going straight in their lanes. And Stutzman found a lot of room off the left-hand side. So 1st and 10 for Northern Valley at the 38-yard line. two tight ends set for Kinderconnect, and this is a give to Bach.
Flag.
Or I'm sorry, that's Stutzman off the right-hand side. There is a flag down.
On the far side over there.
We'll see what the call is. They're pointing Northern Valley's way.
Looks like he's pointing on Northern Valley.
And it looks like they might have been out of offsides or lined up in the neutral zone. So they're going to.
They're talking. Now they're walking. So.
Legal procedure on Northern Valley. Going to mark this off to about the 33-yard line. Will be first down and about 16 from there. And now Thunder Ridge has got Northern Valley pinned back, and looks like Kinderconnect makes a man miss. Going to keep this and gets across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Yeah,
just a couple yards though.
Got a 4-yard gain there.
So second down and 13 now for Northern Valley. Try to get back on track offensively after the penalty. That penalty kind of put them back. And, and their first drive, there really wasn't a whole lot of big plays, just a constant 5-6 yard gains. And now a fumbled snap, and looks like Bach was able to get back on it, but this is going to lose a couple more yards back to the 31-yard line.
That could be a weather-related thing going on right now.
So now this is 3rd and 17, it looks like, and not in the position that Northern Valley wants to be in, but they do have the wind of their back if they want to throw the ball.
Yeah. I just don't see it changing it, but I guess we're going to find out here in a hurry.
Still two tight end formation for Kinderconnect. The other shotgun, two backs to either side of him. And Kinderconnect looking to throw. He's under pressure. A little screen pass, and Stutzman just drops the ball. They had that set up pretty good, though.
Yeah, they did.
But Stutzman unable to hold the ball on the screen pass will bring up 4th down.
Could be. It has to be cold weather, man. That was right in the hands and right there, and maybe you can't feel it.
So Thunder Ridge, a little bit of momentum here, able to score the touchdown, and then now to hold the Huskies. We'll get the ball back. Struckoff is back to about the 20-yard line. Signs is getting ready to kick, and looks like they may have drew Thunder Ridge off a little bit. Nope, it's going to be procedure against the Huskies. So 5 more yards tacked on, and this was Northern Valley going in the wrong direction on this drive.
Yeah, just things aren't going right here right now.
Signs back to punt the ball away again. Struckoff staying about out of the 20-yard line. It's going to be a good punt with the wind. And Signs with a nice high punt.
Nice punt.
And angled this off to the sideline, and that's going to hit. They're going to keep it in. It kept in. Did it stay in? They're going to figure out it did stay in. It tight roped down the sideline down to the 12-yard line.
That looked like it hit on the sideline, but wow. I do have a score update for you. Norton now ahead 9-0 over TMP.
Had to have been a field goal.
Thank you.
That'd be a tough field goal kicking unless you had to win a little bit.
Well, here's the thing, it's going to be tough to throw tonight. So, and TMP, the offense that they have, they pretty much throw 100%. So it's going to be one of those nights.
So 1st and 10 for the Longhorns at the 12-yard line. Oh, nice punt by Signs, able to tight rope the sideline. Now Struckoff gets the ball at the right-hand side. Good tough run, and gets up to maybe the 14-yard line, but that's it. There's a fumble on the play. It looks like that Northern Valley able to recover that fumble.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either, but that's a fortunate bounce for Northern Valley. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It's like punting for a first down, and
so Kinderconnect back to work out of the shotgun. Another high snap, unable to corral it, but it's going to be close. I don't know who's got the ball. And now
Thunder Ridge
has the ball. So back-to-back fumbles on this cold night here, and even the referee's hat blew off there. It's going to be one of those nights, Ivan. You got to keep both hands on that ball.
The gust of wind keeps coming up.
So First and 10 for the Longhorns now at the 17-yard line.
Over again here. So.
And it's a pitch to struck off the left-hand side, just nowhere to go, and knocked out of bounds. Looks like at the 17-yard line, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but
nowhere to go. He's getting up a little slow.
Yeah, and they use him quite a bit. From what I've seen, is that he's their focal point on their offense. He's carried it all but one time, and that one time was the touchdown.
Well, he's taking some snaps and everything else. So
second down and 9 for Thunder Ridge. We've had back-to-back fumbles on the play, and Northern Valley's had kind of a difficult time with the snaps.
Really, they really have, and it's amazing that this.
So now the Wildcat formation is struck off, and this will give to Lloyd. Cuts back to the left up the middle, but is met right there by the nose guard, Dawson Stevens. Nice job by Stevens, able to shed that block and make the tackle right at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, he just kind of spun him around there, waiting for some help. So. Now, what is it, third down here?
Yep, 3rd and 8 for Thunder Ridge. Our score, 8-6. Northern Valley with the 2-point lead here early in the first quarter. Early in the game. We got about 150 left in this first quarter. So, 3rd down and 8 for Thunder Ridge out of their I formation. Tailback is struck off. Looking to throw. He's going to throw to Struckoff, and again the ball just
could be a lateral.
So, yeah, that was close. That was down the line almost. They rule it an incomplete pass, and we've seen two pass attempts tonight, Ivan, and both of them just
through the hands.
Yeah, receivers couldn't hang on to them.
Through the hands. But, I had to lean out of the press box to see that, so I didn't know if you got to see it either. So I was covering up the screen in here. Because I am bigger than you. So.
Well, we've talked about that, yes. So back to punt is struck off, and Kinderconnect back for the return, and just going to let this one bounce. Looked like he had some time to pick that up, but lets it bounce back to about the 29-yard line.
Well, at this point, with all the things you've got going on, better off maybe walking away from that. So.
Yeah, the ball's got to be hard out there with the cold and windy, and it's already proven that it's a little difficult to handle tonight.
Yeah.
So
we'll see how these snaps go here now.
Yeah, there's been some difficulty with the snaps. The center Gunnar Yoakum and Kinderconnect not connecting, and this is Kinderconnect's going to keep the ball on the right-hand side. He's got a little bit of room, spins back upfield, and makes a tackle. I think if he would have bounced that outside.
Did a great job, though. He was able to fight off his blocker. He got a replay on it. You see Struckoff come right in here, stays with it.
Forces him inside. So, yeah, you're right. Good play by Struckoff. The free safety with the tackle, but that's a 6-yard gain on first down for Kinderconnect. 2nd down and 4 for the Huskies. And this will give to Stutzman off the left-hand side, lowers his head, and gets a couple yards
on the third down.
Bauman on the tackle, the nose guard. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 1. So we've seen an array of 3rd downs from Northern Valley. They've connected on, or they've converted on a couple. On one, though, a long 3rd down incomplete pass. So 3rd and 1 now for Kinderconnect out of the shotgun, 2 running backs. And again, to drop the ball again. And
right in the hands.
Yeah, I tell you what. And that, if you look at the snaps, Ivan, they're coming back pretty hard.
They are. They're hard, quick snap.
And they need to maybe make an adjustment. But Northern Valley is going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Stay tuned. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech, Local 1.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Welcome back to Game Time on Next Tech Local 1, where we are still in this first quarter. 16 seconds left in the first quarter, 8-6 our score. Northern Valley now with a 4th and 5 or 4th and 4 And it'll be interesting to see here, Ivan. They're kind of right at midfield to see what they're going to do.
I think they're going to punt the way it looks.
It looks like you're right. Signs is back to punt. But now Struckoff is moving back. I thought maybe he's going to keep him up towards the line of scrimmage, and now he's going to creep back just in case of the fake. And Signs with the punt.
Wow.
Big punt. It's going to carry into the end zone easily and go back for a touchback.
Well, I think tonight if you're kicking into the wind or kicking
with the wind,
you're going to have a pretty good average tonight.
Well, he dropped the last one right down the sidelines, and it rolled for about 15 yards. This one, he just went ahead and kicked it out of the end zone.
Yeah. Still 8-6.
Oh.
Yep.
1st and 10 for Thunder Ridge at the 15. And really, outside one play, they really they've kind of been bottled up here this first quarter.
Yep. Well, let's see what happens here right now.
Now, split backs for the Longhorns. And they give to Lloyd off the left-hand side, lowers his head and gets a couple yards. A interconnect on the tackle for the Huskies. So it'll be 2nd down and 7, and that'll be the end of our first quarter here. Our score, Northern Valley 8, Thunder Ridge 6. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Hi. We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes.
Welcome back to Game Time on Next Tech Local 1. We are just getting ready to start the second quarter here. 8-6 our score. Northern Valley with the 2-point lead. Thunder Ridge with the ball, 2nd down and 7. Now out of the shotgun is Renberg. And this will give to Lloyd off the right-hand side. And boy, Lloyd's running pretty tough here for the Longhorns. Lowers his head, gets close to the first down. Going to be about a yard short at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, there was just a big gap right there, and basically you just took advantage of it right there.
Off the left-hand side, that's Kruger, the guard, and Shaw, the center. And they found a little bit of room, so 3rd and 1 now for Thunder Ridge. A big 3rd down play for the Longhorns. And we got this game's a little closer than what maybe people were expecting.
Honestly, the way I was thinking, it was going to be
that give to the fullback. I know it's met right at the line of scrimmage, but boy, he keeps fighting.
Got it.
Interconnect hit him right at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he had it at that point, but Lloyd kept that feet going and was able to pick up the extra yards for the first down. Good
Great
tough run there
that.
by
Great
Seth Lloyd.
Run. On a cold night, you felt that one.
Oh, I heard it up here. It was quite the collision. So 1st and 10 now for Thunder Ridge at the 26-yard line. Just start this second quarter. Now out of the shotgun, Renberg. Going to give to Lloyd off the right-hand side, and he's got a couple yards, but Stevens, the defensive tackle, was there for the Huskies, able to make the stop, but a couple yards on first down.
Nice run. Right now, I mean, just methodically kind of moving the ball here. So.
And that's kind of what they need to do. They need to keep possession of the ball, keep it out of the hands of Northern Valley. Northern Valley averages 46 points per game. So.
Well, Northern Valley right now is having trouble with snaps.
Yeah.
So,
out of the shotgun, Renberg, there's 2 receivers to his left. Will be Struckoff and Ferguson. And this is a give to Lloyd up the middle. Lowers his head in. But gets taken down on the second time by Bach, and there's some hitting out there.
That was a collision.
Stutzman got him first, and then
you got to replay, folks.
It looked like. Yeah, Stutzman hit him first, and then it was Bach to finish off the tackle. But good tough run again by Lloyd, and it's 3rd down and 5.
All right, we got an update on the score here from Norton. Norton 17, TMP 3. And Mike Hughes is updated. This Smith Center now leads 35-0.
Wow. So 3rd down and 5, and they're going to call a timeout. They kind of got late getting to the line of scrimmage with that play. But to talk, we've got some things coming up here, Ivan. Next week on Halloween is going to be a special Mike on the Mic with Mike Hughes.
Yeah, if you guys watched the Mike on the Mic earlier show where Mike did his best imitation of Halloween laugh there at the end, Howl. Yep. We're going to have a special show on Halloween with Mike talking about all different sports, volleyball, cross country. So please tune in. It'll be a lot of information and a lot of things about state and about brackets and those kinds of things.
Yeah, and he'll have a rundown of the playoffs.
Right.
Then for all classes, tonight 3A and 8-man are playing. And tomorrow night we got a game of the week again. We'll be in Plainville tomorrow.
We'll be in Plainville tomorrow night, and that's a big game.
Big game for the district championship.
Both teams are in, but it's for a home game and an away game. So.
And that's Plainville Cardinals and the Lacrosse Leopards. So stay tuned tomorrow for that game. We got a ball game on our hands right here at Alameda. 8-6 our score. Northern Valley with the lead. 3rd down, 4th Thunder Ridge.
Pass.
Rinberg looking to throw and just a little overthrow there by Rinberg, the quarterback. But like you said, Struckoff was open on an out pattern.
Well, what I've seen so far on the passing plays, really right now, you could key on Struckoff because right, when he's out wide, that's pretty much where they're throwing.
So 4th and 5 for the Longhorns, and they're in their punt formation, and it's a tight punt formation. The Struckoff doesn't.
Looks like kind of a pooch kick.
Yeah, it
maybe.
takes about 5 yards for this punt, and almost blocked. I tell you what. Good punt, though. That's going to
4-yard line, maybe?
At the 2. Nice punt. We've seen some good punts tonight. Struckoff angled that off right at the 2-yard line. And now, if you're Northern Valley, you've had some problems with the snaps. Now you really got to be concerned.
Well, who knew on a windy, cold night the kind of punts that Triga or at Thunder Ridge would have? It's been great. Now we'll have to see what Northern Valley does.
Yeah,
if they go under center, if they stay in shotgun.
Yeah, the center snap to the quarterback's been a problem. At least 3 fumbles, and one of them they didn't get back. So, but
nothing
it looks like
clean for a while.
No, it looks like they're going under center here, out of the I formation. And this is just Kinderconnect going to take the ball on the quarterback keeper. He's got a little room on the left-hand side, breaks a tackle, and he's not going to get caught. Just
wow.
Kinderconnect on the run, 98 yards just on a quarterback keeper. Caden Kinderconnect.
Can we get a replay on that? I don't know if we can get one on that, folks. But
he broke a couple tackles, kept on his feet, and raced down the left-hand sideline.
There he is down the sideline, but he just was going off tackle.
Right. We're just trying to get some yards, trying to get out of the end zone a little bit, and ends up going 98 yards for the score.
Well, now he's warm. Yeah. Wow, what a run.
So 14-6 our score here, pending this 2-point conversion. And Kinderconnect going to keep up the left little pitch to Stutzman.
What a pitch.
And Stutzman in for the 2-point conversion. Kinderconnect took a hit, but nice pitch right off the option.
You got to do that on that play.
Yep.
If it's going to work, your quarterback he's going to take a shot like that. So great job.
2-point conversion is good for Northern Valley and extends their lead 16-6 now. In this second quarter, 9:11 left in the half, and that's something Northern Valley, Thunder Ridge had the momentum, pinned them back, and just on a quarterback
great
sneak.
Punt, and that's just a dagger to the heart right there. So
we'll see how Thunder Ridge responds now. We're going to take a look at the scoreboard. No. So 16-6 our score. In this second quarter, it was a 98-yard touchdown run by Caden Kinderconnect. They had some problems with the snap, so they went under center just for a get some yards out of the end zone, and he ends up going 98 yards. So we'll see now signs with the kick.
There. So But, yeah, right now I do a low-lying kick, kind of keep it out of the wind. And
Signs have shown that he's got quite the leg, punting and kicking, so we'll see what the Huskies plan to do here. Back deep for Longhorns is Struckoff.
I can tell you this, I wouldn't want to be standing on the sideline right now for any length of time.
Yeah, you'd want to be in the ball game. It is.
Let's see if I can start a small fire.
So Signs with the kick, and it's going to be high in the air. Struckoff almost is bouncing out the 5-yard line, nowhere to go, and boy, he just didn't get a good bounce.
Well, on a cold night, that ball's cold. You're not going to get that Sunday hop. Or in some games previous, we've seen some Sunday hops.
Yeah.
That one just died. So,
yeah, there was.
You could see it coming.
He tried to run up on it to catch it and realized he wasn't going to be able to do that.
He's lucky he didn't hit off of it.
Yep. So 1st and 10 for the Longhorns at the 14-yard line. Now the shotgun is Renberg. The lone setback is Lloyd. And they give to Lloyd on the right-hand side. He got a lot of room, and tripped up by Caden Bach. But Seth Lloyd with a lot of room there. One tackle, if he gets past him, it's daylight.
That was a shoelace tackle.
Yeah.
There. So, great run. Almost gone.
He cut that right down the middle of the field. 8 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 2 for the Longhorns. Back to the shotgun. And this is a keeper by Struckoff, and he gets nowhere. Loses a yard maybe. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
He took a couple of hot licks right there.
It's kind of slow getting up out of the shotgun or the Wildcat formation.
Well, when you get stood up like that, there's another guy coming in to top you off.
Yeah, there were both linebackers were there, Stutzman and Bach, to deliver the hit on Struckoff. So 3rd down and 3 for the Longhorns. Back to their I formation, tight set. Struckoff the lone back. They're going to roll out looking to throw. He's got a man open, just not enough time. And Caden Bach on the sack of the quarterback.
Right through the gap that they have open on their line. He had a replay right here. Here he comes, right through there.
Lloyd was open if he could just find a little bit of time to get to him. Just unable to do that. So 4th down and 10 now for the Longhorns.
Well,
they'll be back in their punt formation.
This is where you need another one of those big punts.
Yep. Back deep in their own territory. Stutzman back at the 20-yard line. Struckoff with the kick, and he angles this one out of bounds, too. It takes a nice bounce for Stutzman. Makes a man miss up to the 30, now the 35, and there's some flags down.
Come in. Wow, 10 got hit.
Lloyd is still on the ground after taking a big hit. Now he gets up. But, man, those got to hurt a little bit more tonight than normal.
See if we can see that on a replay. What happened on the left-hand side of the screen.
There's a block in the back.
Block in the back right there.
And so it'll mark off 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So Northern Valley will be back to about their 23-yard line, 24-yard line.
Yeah, you can see that pretty clear. Pretty easy to pick that up. Got a score from Norton. In the first quarter, Norton 17, TMP 3.
So 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the 24-yard line. They've got the lead here. 16-6 is their score. And this is a give to Stutzman. He's met in the backfield, makes a spins, and gets close to the line of scrimmage. But good penetration up front there by the nose guard, Bauman.
Yeah, did a great job. Just kind of held him up there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah. So going to bring it back about a yard, maybe half a yard on the loss. So 2nd down and 11. And absent that quarterback run for 98 yards, there really hasn't been any big plays for Northern Valley. Now Box off his right-hand side and lowers his head across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
About a 6-yard gain there. Nice hard run again.
So they'll mark it at the 35. So 3rd down and 5 for the Huskies. 3rd down and 4. They got to get about to the 39-yard line. Sorry, the 34-yard line. Yard markers are small across the field, Ivan.
Well, let me know. I can help you with those numbers.
Yeah. And Kinderconnect with the keeper is hitting the backfield, and he may have got a yard, but that is
Maybe.
it.
He might. Maybe a yard.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's Landon Gearing, the first Longhorn in the backfield to trip up Kinderconnect. So 4th down and 4. So we'll see what.
Here.
I tell you what, Thunder Ridge has done a good job on defense, really limiting Kinderconnect. Kinderconnect hasn't really ran for a whole lot tonight, but timeout for the Huskies. Going to decide whether or not they're going to go for this on 4th down. We've got 5:38 left in this first half. 16-6 our score. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Long Island Ready Mix, Home Oil Company, Almena State Bank, member FDIC, an equal opportunity provider, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Northern Valley High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best year ever. Best of wishes for a successful season from Professional Fire Equipment, Tri-Central Office Supply, and Steel Fabrications, backing the Northern Valley Huskies all season long.
Welcome back to Game Time on Next Tech Local 1, where Northern Valley will face a 4th and 4, up 16-6 in this first half. And what do you expect Northern Valley to do in this situation? Do you think they're going to punt this one away?
It's kind of, you take a timeout. You would think you're going to plan on something here.
Yeah, it looks like the punter signs is at the line of scrimmage and is tight end formation. So the Huskies are going to go for this 4th and 4 at the 31-yard line. Big play here for both teams, and Kinderconnect's going to keep it off the right-hand side and lowers his head across the 35 to the 36, 37-yard line, but good run there by Kinderconnect.
Yeah, he pretty much on his own did that right there with that keeper. Great job.
Able to make a man miss out in the flat and pick up that first down. So 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the 36-yard line. Kinderconnect looking to throw. He's got a man open. That's Stutzman, and Stutzman has a first down to the 36-yard or 31-yard line. Excuse me.
Well, I tell you what, that was a great job. But the wind, actually, looking at the flag right now, it's kind of died down a little bit here.
We weren't expecting the wind to die down. They said it was still going to blow, but that's good recognition on the part of the Huskies, able to recognize that there is no wind right now and connect on that pass play. So a give to Bach, and Bach makes a man miss and spins, and so gets up to about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, you're having trouble again with those numbers, or?
Well, they've got the yard markers in front of them.
All right.
They're clear across the field.
Yeah, that's true.
You need more excuses.
And you are getting older.
Right. So 2nd down and 6 for the Huskies.
Good hard count there.
Yep. And Stutzman with the ball, but he's met in the backfield again. That's Bauman, the nose guard. And Bauman's having a pretty good night. He's not that big, but pretty quick off the ball.
He's coming through the line there and making some big plays right now.
So 3rd and 6 for Northern Valley at the 26-yard line. Kinderconnect out of the shotgun again. And going to keep it. Oh, he shot through 3 guys. Makes a man miss, going to score. Wow. I tell you what, there was 3 defenders facing him in the backfield, and he just darted right between them.
Struckoff just got juked right at the line of scrimmage on this play right there.
And then he made another man Struckoff miss at the second level, and what a run by Kinderconnect for the score. And now Northern Valley puts a little bit of distance between them and Thunder Ridge, pinning this 2-point conversion. Now the shotgun is Kinderconnect. And get the Bach up the middle, and he fights for some yards and gets in for the 2-point conversion. So 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversions for the Huskies. and they're going to lead 24-6. 3:55 left in this first half.
Another great job by Northern Valley. Some hard runs and just a great job overall.
Kinder Connect able to find a little bit of room and get in for the score. But Thunder Ridge lost a lot of that momentum on that quarterback sneak, and it's just kind of carried over on the second drive. So,
and that's the thing about it. It's a game of momentum right now, and cold night, got a long way to come back.
3:55 left in this first half. And Thunder Ridge is hanging around still. 24-6 is the score.
Well, it's not over. So.
No.
I think the big play of that last drive was that fourth down call.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that gave the Huskies some confidence, and it was they sailed in for the score. So 24-6 our score here in this first half. Set the tee off is Signs. Struck off back to receive for the Longhorns, standing about at the 12-yard line. We'll see what kind of kick we've got. But, the wind has kind of calmed down a little bit.
They got a row of trees there on the north side, so it's kind of deceiving because the flag is right in front of that.
And so Signs, his kick is up in the air, going to drop.
Oh, it goes
and
over his head.
Shoots Sussman's head. He's just going to get on the ball at the 15-yard line. And smart decision there.
Wow.
That ball was taking a weird bounce.
Try to come up and catch that thing.
Yeah.
Because the ball's bouncing funny. It's cold, and so
it is once you look though at the trees in the background. The wind is blowing up high.
It is.
So the windbreak's doing a little bit of job. But
well, thank you, Merrill Teller. That's a great job on that.
Well, a little better than you last week when you said that the wind was going to stop. So,
great job, Merrill. I didn't know you were coming to town tonight with us. So
1st and 10 for the Longhorns, and that's to get the Stutzman in the backfield, and he gets maybe a couple yards, but Kinder Connect up from the safety position with the tackle.
Yeah, just not a lot there right now. Now for Thunder Ridge, you got to worry about them hitting that lull in the game. Looking at the scoreboard, things aren't working right now. It can get away here real quick.
Right. And Northern Valley can score in bunches, so it's important for Thunder Ridge to get a first down or two on this drive to kind of slow down that momentum. So 2 tight end set for Rittenberg, the quarterback, out of the I formation.
Long, hard count there.
Boy, and they got the nose guard to stand up. Wow. A nice job by Bach shooting in for the tackle. And
well, I don't know if we got a replay on
the
that.
Nose guard moved a little bit and just stood up.
God, here it comes right here. Look how he comes in. Look at the gap, right between the gap. That's what we talked about, those gaps.
Right there between the center and the guard. Shoots that gap and makes the tackle. That's Ferguson with the carry, but it's a loss of a couple yards. Brings up 3rd and 11.
The problem with that gap is when you're running diagonally, and
it's on those pitch plays.
Yeah, it's tough to cover all that area.
So 3rd and 11 for Thunder Ridge. We'll see what they have in store. Now they're out of the shotgun. This is Renberg. The lone setback is Lloyd. And Renberg looking to throw. Got a man deep.
He's there.
Ferguson just overshot him just by a couple yards, but Rindenberg looked like he was going to run for a second. Then he saw his man down the sideline and let it go.
Yeah, but he kind of slowed up here on the sideline a little bit, and then he picked it up again once he saw the ball in the air.
So that stops our clock with 2:24 left in this first half. Northern Valley is going to get another shot to add to their lead. 24-6 our score.
You got to be careful here. You can return one here on a, you can run up here and catch it on the fly.
Struck off. They send some pressure, able to get that punt off, and Stutzman's going to be able to return it. Takes a bounce at the 20. Now off to the sideline, up across the 30 and out of bounds, about at the 34-yard line. So
and no flags.
Decent return, but Northern Valley brought a little pressure there.
Almost got it again. But I talk about those gaps. It's hard to close that down on a punt even. So,
yeah, that would certainly be concerning on a punt with the wide gaps between the guard and the center on both sides. But got the punt off. It's 1st and 10 for Northern Valley.
Let's see
at
if
the
Northern Valley
34-yard
takes
line.
their foot off the gas.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't think so. 24-6 our score in this first half. And here's Kinderconnect, got some room off the right-hand side, makes a man miss, cuts up the middle, and gets about 14 on first down. And boy, he's got another gear once he gets in that second level.
And I tell you what, that was a saving tackle by Tyler McReynolds there, or he's gone.
Yeah.
He was the last man right there.
So 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Just get the block off the right-hand side, and tough run across the 30 down to close to the 28-yard line. So gain of 3 or 4 on the play, bring up 2nd down and 6. So Northern Valley not in any hurry.
No.
Brings up the line of scrimmage. 2 tight ends set for Kinderconnect out of the shotgun. And he's going to keep it. And nice job by the linebacker. That's Brandon Shaw on the blitz, able to bring Kinderconnect down in the backfield for a loss a couple yards.
Got a replay, folks, on that. Great job. Right there, shot through the gap.
Yeah, and read that correctly. You know, there's 2 fakes to each running back, and was just running downhill towards Kinderconnect. So 3rd and 9 for the Huskies. And Kinderconnect looking to throw. He's under pressure. So screen pass to Stutzman. Stutzman cuts across the middle, flag down. And tackle's made about at the 23-yard line, about a yard short of the first down. But like you said, there is a flag down.
It's a hold. It's coming back. Here's a replay. You'll see him throw the flag in the background right there.
So wipe out a 8-yard gain for Stutzman on the screenplay. They had that set up pretty nicely, though.
Yeah, very nice screenplay. Just the hold play right there.
They're discussing, but going to be 10 yards back.
Well, it's got to be from the spot of the foul, so.
Get some advice from the stands, it sounds like. that.
Well, you always get that.
Right.
You're always getting that.
But a good crowd here for a brisk night for sure.
It is brisk.
They had Channel Seeds had a barbecue before the game.
Yep.
Second week in a row.
Hamburgers again tonight,
second week in a row.
And they
Channel
did remember
Seeds.
us from last
they
week.
They did.
I felt a little bad because, man, we couldn't get you to leave. So.
Kinderconnect on the keeper and gets back to about the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard past it. Will bring up 4th down and 9 for the Huskies. So 4th and 9 for Northern Valley. Just 30 seconds left in this first half. So
I don't see a punt. They might
24-6
timeout.
Yeah, they're letting the time run down.
I bet you. I call timeout right when the play clock runs out and take a shot. You know?
They're going to call timeout, discuss this play, but 11 seconds left in this first half, 24-6, our score. And I guess right now, 4th and 9, with just 11, you let that clock run all the way down. You're not going for a first down. You're going to try to get the end zone here.
It depends what Coach Fessenden wants to do, and he's been coaching here like forever. So right now he might just take a shot here, see what he can do.
Yep. So they're designed to play here on the sideline. Only 11 seconds left in this first half. Thunder Ridge is kept in the ball game here. Right. I mean, their defense has played pretty well. Yeah. Just absent a couple plays by Kinderconnect on some long runs, but that's just 2 long runs.
Yeah.
The rest of it's been kept in front of Thunder Ridge. They've done a good job.
Well, I mean, they've had some great punts to put them in the back, but that dagger in the heart that went from like the 2-yard line, was a big one.
This is a big play here. 4th down and 9 for Northern Valley.
Wind's picked up a little bit more there, Merrill. So,
the cheerleaders are covering their ears down there. I can tell it's cold and windy.
Yes, it is.
So Kinderconnect out of the shotgun, twin backs beside him, and he's going to take it off the right-hand side. They got to play the bunch of people back. Struck off with the tackle.
Did he get out of bounds?
I don't know. See
They
what
called it the time.
3 seconds left. And boy, Thunder Ridge had a bunch of guys back.
Yeah.
And Kinder Connect found some room off the right-hand side. Gets out of bounds with 3 seconds left.
We got an update on a score from Keith Hauser over in Norton. It is now 24-3 Norton over TMP.
So
And
this,
remember that game, winner gets into the playoffs.
so this will be the last play of this first half. Kinder Connect out of the shotgun looking to throw.
Pass it, and he's there.
He's got some room, and
yes.
Signs with a touchdown grab. What a grab by Jesus Signs, the tight end. A good throw by Kinder Connect.
It almost looked like he overthrew him there
Yeah.
for a second, but he reached out and hauled it in.
Nice pitch and catch by the Huskies. And that's the third touchdown for Kinder Connect in this first half. 2 on the ground, 1 in the air.
Got some score updates from Mike Hughes over in Smith Center tonight. Smith Center 47-0 over El Saline. Norton 24, TMP 3.
The 2-point conversion here for Northern Valley. Bach on the halfback throw, going to throw
He's
back
there.
across the field, and he's got his man. That's Ross Cole in the corner of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So the Huskies have been perfect on 2-point conversions tonight, and our score here at halftime, Northern Valley 32, Thunder Ridge 6. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Hi, I'm Alex, and here we are at Herman Physical Therapy. Mariah, do you need doctor's orders for PT?
Nope, but if your doctor orders PT, you can still choose to come to us.
Great. Is Troy in?
Yes, he is.
Alrighty, thanks. Hey Troy, is it true you do free consultations?
You betcha.
Why did you choose Herman PT?
He makes it fun.
Would you refer a friend here?
I already have.
Well, there you have it. Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Good for the body, good for the soul.
Before, during, or after the game, take your crew to the Golden Q. If the game is on, they're open. The Golden Q in Hayes has the largest gourmet burger menu around. They've also got a super selection of sides, appetizers, salads, wraps, homemade chili, wings, and more. Their Blizzard beer system is guaranteed to keep your drawn brew between 27 and 30 degrees. With a dozen different beers on tap, they've got just about everyone's favorite. Open daily at 10 a.m. The Golden Q, 809 Ash in Hayes.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll in personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is the preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finish concrete and pavement. Driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots, no job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes.
Julie Kuhlman Photography, Kensington Lockers, Pro Ag Marketing, and BIH Plumbing and Electric are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Ferguson Angus, Lynn and Lori Ferguson, Shaw Concrete and Construction, and Insurance Smart and D&K Insurance. Backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns all season long.
Karst Water Well and Drilling Service has been drilling water wells and installing water systems in the area for over 84 years. Whether your project is residential, agricultural, commercial, or municipal, Karst Water Well can do the job right the first time. We offer design and consulting services and use the latest technology with only the best water system components on the market today. So no matter what kind of water well or water system you need, Karst is the company to do the job. Call us today for a consultation.
Welcome back to Game Time on Next Tech Local 1, where we're at halftime between the game of the week featuring the Northern Valley Huskies and the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Our score here, 32-6. Northern Valley with the lead. In the first half, Kanan Kinderconnects ran for 2 touchdowns. He's thrown for 1. Nick Stutzman ran for a touchdown for the Huskies, and Jesus Signs with the touchdown catch. The lone touchdown for the Longhorns came on a Seth Lloyd touchdown run. So, but Ivan, not a bad half if you're Thunder Ridge. You're in this ball game at least.
That's the thing. It's been a theme of just some tackles missed.
Yeah.
That I talk about that run from the 2-yard line on the quarterback. It's that kind of theme. Once you got past that first level, especially an 8-man, you got troubles. So
yeah, that hurt, and then the touchdown right at the end of the first half hurt too.
Coach Fessenden took a shot, and that's what we talked about. So great catch, though. On
it
the pass,
was a great catch.
And then on the 2-point conversion,
the halfback throw back to the corner of the end zone
into the wind.
Yeah. So on a cold and windy night, Northern Valley able to get some separation from the Thunder Ridge Longhorns here at the end of the second quarter. Again, our score here at halftime, 32-6, Northern Valley with the lead. Let's check out the Next Tech wireless scoreboards to see the scores around the area. Again, this is going to be classes 3A and then both 8-man classes.
There it is.
So Phillipsburg up big on Russell, 56-0. In a game that Ivan, you've been updating us, Norton with the lead over TMP 24-3 in that ball game. The winner of that ball game advances to the playoffs.
Correct. And TMP right now, they're feeling it.
Yep.
Right now, it's not looking at it.
No. So Ness City up on Wichita County 22-6. That's in the second quarter. Our score here 32-6 at halftime. At halftime, Bennington with a 2-point lead over Logan Palco, and that game is important because if Bennington is able to win, and if Solomon wins against Victoria, then Solomon will advance to the playoffs.
And Solomon sneaks into the playoffs again, and Victoria gets held out.
Yep, that's what happened last year.
Exactly, and that's what this is a big game right now.
Both of those teams eliminated, but it's a big game for the Solomon-Victoria game. Wallace County with a 28-8 lead at halftime over Tri-Plains Brewster, and Cheyenne with a 20-0 lead. That's in the 6-man playoffs. That's the semifinal game, I believe.
Right.
20-0 over Golden Plains. Pike Valley with just a 14-6 lead over Lynn in the second quarter. Otis Bison and Hodgman County, that looks like a good game, 22-14.
That's a big game right there.
The winner of that will be the district champion. And the loser of that game comes here next week to Almena to face Northern Valley. Stockton, a 20-12 lead over Lakeside. And in the game we just talked about, Victoria up big on Solomon, 42-0. And I don't know if Solomon's going to sneak in this year.
I tell you what, right now, that's going to be tough to get the pull in that right there. And Victoria, who missed the playoffs last year for the first time in
14 years.
I mean, they want to get right back in it.
And their first round opponent is going to be tough. Burlingame, I think, is their first round
no
opponent.
Vacation.
No. So if they're able to hang on, Smith Center with a 47-0 lead at halftime over El Saline. El Saline came into that game undefeated, but Smith Center are laying it to them here.
Smith Center's tough.
Yeah.
And really honestly, we just did Peaburg last week, and then I talked about their offenses are almost identical now. Pistol set, wishbone. And Phillipsburg's just big, and so is Smith Center. So
Hoxie with a 14-0 lead. That's a little closer than what they need. That out there, Hoxie, St. Francis, and Atwood all are going to end up could end up with the same record in district, and the point differential will be the difference.
That's the key.
The 14-0 is a little closer than what Hoxie would like. Central Plains with a final over Gazelle, 54-0. So Central Plains already clinched the district playoff spot. But as you can see here from Almena, it's cold, and I think the fans have snuck out to their cars here at halftime to get warmed up. But our score, Northern Valley, is 32. Thunder Ridge 6 here at halftime. So stay tuned for the second half. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a Trusted Choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes.
Long Island Ready Mix, Home Oil Company, Almena State Bank, member FDIC, an equal opportunity provider, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Northern Valley High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best year ever. Best of wishes for a successful season from Professional Fire Equipment, Tri-Central Office Supply, and Steel Fabrications, backing the Northern Valley Huskies all season long.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
Hi, I'm Alex, and here we are at Herman Physical Therapy. Mariah, do you need doctor's orders for PT?
Nope, but if your doctor orders PT, you can still choose to come to us.
Great. Is Troy in?
Yes, he is.
Alrighty, thanks. Hey Troy, is it true you do free consultations?
You betcha.
Why did you choose Herman PT?
He makes it fun.
Would you refer a friend here?
I already have.
Well, there you have it. Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Good for the body, good for the soul.
Before, during, or after the game, take your crew to the Golden Q. If the game is on, they're open. The Golden Q in Hayes has the largest gourmet burger menu around. They've also got a super selection of sides, appetizers, salads, wraps, homemade chili, wings, and more. Their Blizzard beer system is guaranteed to keep your drawn brew between 27 and 30 degrees. With a dozen different beers on tap, they've got just about everyone's favorite. Open daily at 10 a.m. The Golden Q, 809 Ash in Hayes.
Welcome back to Game Time on Next Tech Local 1, where we're coming to you live tonight from Almena for the 8-man Division II District 5 contest between the Northern Valley Huskies and the Thunder Ridge Longhorns. Our score here at half, Northern Valley with the lead 32-6. That came off of a lot of scoring in the second quarter there, Ivan. A close first quarter.
Right.
Some plays went Northern Valley's way in the second quarter and kind of broke this game open a little bit.
Well, things just got away from Thunder Ridge there, and missed assignments, missed tackles, and you get like a 98-yard run.
Right.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a punch to the gut for sure, and I don't think Thunder Ridge has really recovered since then. We have seen the weather play a role in some of these snaps from Northern Valley. It's coming back pretty hard to Kinderconnect, and he's had a hard time handling it.
Very hard snaps, and the guy's hands are cold. I mean, it's and watching the flag here. I mean, the wind is kind of circling and swirling, and it's just a cold night. It's football weather here,
Yep.
So.
And Thunder Ridge has fumbled the ball too, as well. And so both teams dealing with the conditions and the weather here, trying to hang on to the ball. But tomorrow, we're also going to come to you live. That's going to be a game of the week, the second game of our doubleheader. That'll be Plainville and La Crosse in that ball game.
La Crosse is at Plainville. We'll be live there tomorrow night starting at 6:30.
And both those teams are on some win streaks. They're coming in hot. Plainville's won the last 5, and La Crosse has won the last 6.
Well, the thing is, we follow Plainville a little bit more, and we did a game with them earlier in the year with Peaburg, and they 3
Norton
tough games to start the season.
Yeah.
And so for them, I mean, right now 5 straight. They're on a roll.
Yeah, they had a tough opening to their MCL schedule. They played Smith Center, played them close, 16-7, I think that score or something like that. They played Peaburg, and then they played Norton. And by the time that Norton game, we did that Norton game, and it against Plainville, and it was just I think they were beat up at that point. But they've righted the ship. They won 5 in a row. La Crosse lost early. And they lost their first 2 games of the year, and they've come back and they've won 6 in a row. So that game will determine the district champion in 2A. So that'll be a good ball game tomorrow. That's going to be out of Plainville.
It's going to be exciting, and they'll have a big crowd. It's down in Plainville. They got a new press box.
Yep.
We're going to be in the new press box, so it's going to be exciting down there to be at that ball game.
But I think the coldness is going to stay with us for tomorrow. It's going to be maybe even colder tomorrow.
Sure. Yeah, it will be.
Also coming up, we're going to Mike on the Mic, a special edition of Mike on the Mic next week on Tuesday on Halloween. And can you tell us a little bit more about what that program's going to look like?
It's probably going to run all week, in the evening. I can't tell you exactly the time, but, Mike Hughes out of Smith Center does our Mike on the Mic show, and he does a great job. And he's just going to come up and talk about, volleyball things and football brackets and just talk about cross country and just give everybody a general update of what's going on, where they can see it, where, all the brackets. Going to break it down for us.
And Mike always has a lot of information for everybody, so that'll be entertaining program.
I think what else will be entertaining is because I think Mike is, since we ended Mike on the Mic this week with a Halloween theme with him howling and, that kind of thing. We're hoping we'll see what he dresses up as.
It could be entertaining there, too.
Tuesday. It should be pretty fun. Tune in to watch Mike on the Mic next week.
And that, like you said, will run most of the week, Tuesday through Friday.
Right. Just giving everyone an update. And
not only football, he's going to bring some information about
cross-country volleyball. So
a lot of
great stuff.
A lot of games being played, a lot of contests, a lot of competition for the high schools around in the area. So that'll be a good information on Mike on the Mic. That's next week on Tuesday. We'll air that on Tuesday and then the rest of the week. But looks like the players are getting out here trying to warm up. I seen the Northern Valley brought the coats out.
Well, I told you, I made a comment earlier. You know what? I wouldn't want to be a guy that's not playing all the time, standing on the sideline tonight. It's cold, windy. Yeah. But it's just football in November almost here.
Yeah.
So
at this time of year, you could get 80 degrees. You could get snow. You just don't know. You don't know what's gonna.
We live in Kansas, don't we, Merrill?
Yes, we do. and it's always going to be windy.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing you usually get right is the wind and the temperature. Other than that, we can't rely on you too much.
So. Well, we tried to listen to you last week about the wind, and
hey, I did my best. I followed the graphs on National Weather Service.
Yeah.
And, you know what? They were wrong.
They were wrong. You weren't wrong. You just had
were wrong.
You had some bad information.
Yeah, I did bad information. Yeah. And you didn't let me down on me all night. No,
but I want you to be held accountable.
I'm bigger than you. I can take it. So,
well, what do you expect here in the second half? I mean, more the same from Northern Valley. Yeah. More just pounding the
really
ball.
Honestly, and I think Thunder Ridge needs to come out here and fire it up.
Yeah, it's only 16 points until we reach that 45-point rule. So
this is the end of the season for them.
Right, and both teams are young. Both teams, I think, only 2 seniors for Northern Valley, just 3 for Thunder Ridge. But those seniors on Thunder Ridge, this is their last ball game. They're going to fight to the end.
Yeah. Mike just sent me a text saying the show will air on Tuesday at 5:30.
Tuesday at 5:30.
5:30. So
tune in for that. That should
check
be
in for the trick or treat on Tuesday from Mike Hughes at Smith Center.
The Halloween edition of Mike on the Mic. That's brought to you every week by Leon's Welding and Fabrication. And we're getting ready here to start this second half. And hopefully the crowd from Northern Valley gets back in here. Right now it's the stands haven't filled back in.
No.
They're still probably in their cars getting warm up.
And honestly, I'm still waiting for my hot chocolate. Where's it at?
I think the kids' concession stand closed. I think if you maybe if you want some coffee.
Now you're talking to me like I'm a kid. So. That's fantastic.
So Thunder Ridge will receive this kickoff here to start the second half. Back deep is Reese Struckoff for the Longhorns. Kicking it will be Jesus Signs with the touchdown grab to end this first half.
And who was that? Did you say was kicking that off?
Jesus Signs. Number 5 with the wind here. So it's a nice high kick, though. A little pooch kick taken by one of the up men at the 20-yard line and gets close to 10 yards. We get him spot about the 29-yard line for Thunder Ridge.
Yeah, and that would be Colton Davis, sophomore, 150-pounder.
So first and
gimpy there. I'm sure right after halftime getting smacked is not a good thing. So
first and 10 at the 29-yard line for Thunder Ridge. They're down 32-6 to start this third quarter. Really, they've kind of struggled moving the ball. Lloyd, the fullback, though, has had a pretty good night. And it's going to hit it again, but good job by the nose guard, Stevens, with the tackle. Maybe a yard, maybe half a yard on the carry.
Not much there.
So second down and 9 for Thunder Ridge. And just trying to find a little bit of momentum here. They got pretty decent field position to start their drive. They outside a long touchdown run by Lloyd, though, they've been bottled up. Renenberg, the quarterback, I formation set behind him. Lloyd and Struckoff with the ball the right-hand side and just was
hit high and hit low there.
Fabian Loya, the defensive end there for the Huskies, with the stop, no gain on the play. So third down and 9 for Thunder Ridge.
Yeah, just not a lot happening up front right now.
Certainly not what you want to see coming out of the halftime if you're Thunder Ridge. So third down and 9, taking a little bit of time getting their play in. Looks like out of the shotgun, Renenberg, Lloyd, the one receiver, and there's going to be a flag. It's going to be delay a game, and that just didn't look right from the start. Ivan
it's just not a good way to come out here right now.
Yeah, miscommunication. It looks like trying to get the right play in, then trying to get the guys lined up in the right position. They're going to stay with that play, though. Renenberg out of the shotgun. Lloyd, the lone receiver, 2 tight ends in the play, and now Renenberg looking to throw right across the middle and threw kind of behind his receiver. That's Landon Gearing out in the pattern, but the ball behind him falls incomplete. So fourth down and 14 for Thunder Ridge.
Yeah, that just wasn't a good start to the second half right there.
Looks like they're going to be Thunder Ridge will be in punt formation.
Punting into the wind here, too.
Struckoff, the punter, going to be punting into the wind. And I might have close to about getting blocked, but
got a nice
Stutzman
made the first man miss.
And not a whole lot after that, though, but at the brought down at the 33-yard line. Nick Stutzman on the return of just a couple yards.
Yeah, so we'll see what Northern Valley comes out here with to start the second half.
And not to start, Thunder Ridge wanted 3 and out and a punt. That's kind of how they started the first half with.
And not really what you needed. Not really what you needed to kind of get things rolling a little bit, get your blood pumping. So
see a couple of the Thunder Ridge players kind of holding their hands.
It's cold.
So Kinderconnect bringing the Huskies to the line of scrimmage out of the shotgun formation. And he's going to keep off the right-hand side. Got a man to block. It's going up the middle. And Kinderconnect's going to find the end zone. That is a 47-yard touchdown run by Caden Kinderconnect. That's his third rushing touchdown of the evening, fourth total.
Yeah, he just kind of pushed his blockers in the way and got out and found a lane right here on the replay and gone.
Yeah, a lot of room out there for Kinderconnect. A lot of blockers in front of him.
Right.
Able to be patient there, direct his blockers and get to the second level. So a 2-point conversion attempt by the Huskies. And they give to Bach off the left-hand side, and he's in for the score. So
quick.
Yeah, that's a quick score after a 3 and out by Thunder Ridge. So that makes our score 40-6 with just starting here in the second half.
Yeah, Northern Valley just came out here on fire. And
10-12 left in this third quarter.
40-6.
So we still got a couple scores before it reaches that 45-point rule. But boy, the way that those first drives looked, Ivan, it's not going to take long to get there.
Well, it's pretty crisp and really, honestly, it just misassignment tackling. So
Signs getting ready to kick off again for the Huskies. And Thunder Ridge had a little meeting over the sidelines. Probably coach trying to get them fired up to come out here and at least maybe move the ball a little bit.
Well, I saw Coach Hendricks really talking to the guys down in the end zone here, and you could see he was trying to get them fired up and get them going here a little bit. And we'll see what we can do here. It's not over yet.
No. But the momentum for sure on the side of the Huskies.
Oh, definitely so.
Signs with the kick. And this one's a deep kick. Struckoff going to take this at the 5-yard line. And he's got some room up the middle. Going to go off to the right-hand side. And Stutzman with a nice tackle at the 20-yard line. And that's where that's when Struckoff got knocked out of bounds. So
yeah, he kind of grabbed him up really high around the shoulder pads, kind of like grabbing a calf coming out of the chute.
So first and 10 now for Thunder Ridge at the 21, 22-yard line. And nothing going on their first drive here in the second half. We'll see what they got going this time now. Their shotgun. Renenberg out of their shotgun. Lloyd the lone setback. 2 tight ends. And this is Lloyd on the right-hand side. A lot of room for Seth Lloyd, and he's across the 35 down to the 37-yard line. That's the same play they scored their touchdown on.
Well, here's the thing. There wasn't a lot of juke in there. It was just straight up the field, basically.
And they found some success there running Lloyd out of that shotgun formation. So first down and 10. That is a 17-yard gain by Seth Lloyd. And they go back to that formation. Shotgun set for Renenberg. Lloyd the lone setback. 2 tight ends of the ball game. And Lloyd off the left-hand side cuts it up the middle and is across the 40 down to the 36-yard line. So
power football there.
2 good runs by Seth Lloyd, and Thunder Ridge has got a little bit of momentum going here.
Got something cooking. Got the blood moving. Just need some momentum going here.
So 2nd and 4 now for Thunder Ridge.
Struckoff is going off the sideline over there. Looks a little banged up.
Yeah, he's taking a couple hits for sure. Joseph Ferguson in the game now for Struckoff. Renenberg out of the shotgun. Give to Lloyd, and Kinderconnect comes up from his safety position to bring Lloyd down, but it's going to be close to a first down.
Close.
It's going to be a little short, it looks like, from where they spot it at the 34-yard line. It needs to get to the 33-yard line. And that ball's closer to the 35, so yard and a half, 2 yards. No.
Might run off the left side this time, maybe.
Now they just flipped the formation. Joseph split out left for Renenberg. Lloyd the lone setback. And again to Lloyd off the right-hand side. Nice penetration there by the linebacker. That's Caden Bach and Fabian Lloyd, the defensive end. Both of those guys were in the backfield.
Well, he kind of crossed over onto the right-hand side of the line. It wasn't kind of a straight-ahead run.
So that's a loss of a yard on the play. So 4th down and 3 now for Thunder Ridge. And this is all about momentum here. If Thunder Ridge can get this first down, then they can hopefully maybe grab some of that momentum. If they don't, then it's going to be tough to get anything
positive.
going.
Get a first down here.
So get to Lloyd off the left-hand side, and he didn't get it. Nice job by a host of Huskies. It looks like Stutzman and Kinderconnect on the tackle.
Yeah, he's slow to get up there too. He got a pretty good jack right here. You'll see on a replay. Just met him right there. That went backwards.
Yeah.
So
the Huskies defense able to flex its muscles there on fourth down after a couple big runs by Lloyd, and they take over on downs, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. So 40-6 our score.
Watch out for a big play.
Kinderconnect out of the shotgun. And a give to Bach up the middle. He's got room, breaks one tackle, breaks 2 tackles. Bach to 20 now, and makes him juke. Still on his feet to the 10-5 touchdown. Caden Bach with an amazing run. I tell you what, I think everybody on Thunder Ridge's team had a shot at tackling him and just couldn't tackle him.
He just shoved some guys just out of the way with his left hand. Great run. You got a replay, guys.
So 45-yard touchdown run by Caden Bach.
Right here.
It just
right, boom, just takes off.
Yeah, they couldn't bring him down, and
oh wow!
So what a run by Caden Bach for the score, 46-6 our score, pending this 2-point conversion, and they've been perfect tonight on the 2-point conversions. And to give the Bach up the middle, and just as I say that, a tackle there by
nice job,
right by Kruger.
Wow.
To keep Bach out of the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Well, thank you for not getting that extra point there. So
46-6 our score, and I tell you what, Northern Valley's come out trying to end this ball game.
Yeah, honestly, talked to Coach Fessenden a little bit, in the interview yesterday. Not that he's looking for this kind of thing, but he's got playoffs in the future here.
Right.
Don't get anybody hurt, that kind of thing. So
yeah, and that's the tough. Dilemma. He's got another game. They know that they got another game next week, and Thunder Ridge doesn't, and so
cold night here. Let's get it going and let's get off the field.
So 46-6 our score here in the third quarter. We've got 7:43 remaining in the ball game, and Thunder Ridge had a little momentum going there in that second drive.
Right.
Picked up a couple first downs, but
that was just a hard, amazing run right there.
I know. Like I said, I think he broke 6 or 7 tackles on the play. Everybody had a shot at him, but
it was a great run.
Bach able to keep his feet, runs 45 yards for the score.
Kind of looked like you a little bit back in the day.
Oh no, they didn't trust me to handle the ball for sure. So
I was trying to build you up a little bit.
Struck off with a return here up the middle.
Trying to pick his way through.
And a good tough run or a return by Struckoff gets up to the 28-yard line.
It was a good, nice return. He's trying to pick his way through there.
And we've seen him come out of the ball game, but he's back in, it looks like.
Good.
And
he's kind of walking off again.
Well, I'll tell you what, they've
staying back in now.
Northern Valley's focused in on stopping him, and they have done a good job so far in this ball game. So now Renenberg out of the shotgun.
Right.
2 receivers to the right for Renenberg. One setback is Lloyd. And as it gives to Lloyd up the middle, and he's brought down by Kinderconnect after a gain about a yard or 2 on the play. They're just running different formations.
Try to move some bodies around, try to open up a lane,
Lloyd's found some success, so they're going to keep running the ball with him, and I got to take a timeout. A little confusion on the play coming in, so we'll take it with them. Our score here from Alameda, Northern Valley 46, Thunder Ridge 6. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
From senior trips to toddler adventures and youth sports, the Hayes Recreation Commission is your one-stop shop for fun. Check out all the fall and winter brochure for a complete list of scheduled events and classes. The fun times continue in the HRC Wellness Center, where you can enroll at personal training and memberships. The HRC provides fun and fitness for all ages. Find them at hayesrec.org. Call or stop by and learn more.
Welcome back to Game Time on Next Tech Local 1, where we're coming to you live from Alameda tonight for our first game of the week. Northern Valley and Thunder Ridge. Our score in the third quarter, Northern Valley up big on Thunder Ridge, 46-6.
Yeah, tomorrow night we'll be in Plainville for Plainville and Lacrosse.
And that
starting at 6:30 pregame.
Yep, 6:30 pregame. Mike on the mic again tomorrow, and the scouting report as well. And that game's for the district championship, so should be a good ball game. Both teams coming in red hot.
It should be a very good game.
So 2nd down and 7 for the Longhorns out of the shotgun. This is Renenberg. And he's going to keep it off the right-hand side, and he's met about at the 30-yard line. Spins, maybe gets another yard, but not a whole lot going. Good play on the defensive end there by Fabian Loya. He stayed home, didn't bite on the fake.
Yeah, just nowhere to go.
No.
That's basically about it.
3rd and 6 now for Thunder Ridge.
You know, Thunder Ridge is trying to spread them out a little bit, trying to find a running lane. There's just nothing happening right now.
6:48 left in this third quarter. Back to their base I formation set. Renenberg looking to throw back to Struckoff. Struckoff gets in the middle, got a little room off the right-hand side, and makes a man miss. Now spins back in bounds to the 35-yard line. So nice run there by Struckoff.
Yeah, very good run. Tried a nice little spin move over there. So
threw the screen pass over here towards the left, and then took the ball diagonal across the field for about 15 yards on the game. So 1st down and 10 for Thunder Ridge. They're in the Husky territory at the 35.
Yeah, great run. A little momentum.
Yep. Just looking for a little positive here. Renenberg out of the shotgun, and this to get the stroke off the middle, cuts it back to the right side, and got a couple yards, brought down by Caden Bach.
He gets up a little slow again right there.
Gain of 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 7.
Cold night here in Alameda.
A lot of tough, a lot of hard hitting too.
Yeah, there is.
Which the cold weather makes it worse.
6-6 game. There's still some hitting going on here.
So now out of the Wildcat formation, we've got Struckoff as the Wildcat quarterback. And a give to Lloyd off the right-hand side. Lowers his head across the 30. May have got down to the 29-yard line, but, man, he's brought down hard.
About a 3-yard gain there.
Bach again on the tackle, and Lloyd took a pretty good hit. There's a replay here. Gets stood up and brought down hard.
Well, right now, at this point in the game, this is 4-down area. Right
Absolutely.
Here,
so 3rd and 4 for the Longhorns. 5:20 left in this third quarter. Our score 46-6. Northern Valley in control, but Thunder Ridge driving. Now out of the Wildcat. And Struckoff's going to keep it off the right-hand side. He's got a little bit of room, lowers his head, but that gap was closed quickly. That's Kinderconnect coming up from his free safety position. Just closed that gap real quick.
In a hurry. We got a replay here, too, and he just stopped right there.
Looked like there was some room off the right-hand side,
there.
But Kinderconnect met him right close to about the 23-yard line, 24 line. It'll be 4th and 2, it looks like, for the Longhorns.
Staying in the same formation.
Yep. Struckoff will be the Wildcat quarterback, and a give to Lloyd off the left-hand side. Cuts it up to the right side. Got the 1st down, across the 20, and down to about the 14-yard line, 13-yard line. So a good, tough run there by Lloyd.
Nice cutback on there, too.
Yeah.
Great run.
So that's another 1st down for Thunder Ridge. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line, it looks like. And they're going to stay in the Wildcat formation. Struckoff with, as the quarterback, Lloyd, the lone setback. Get the Lloyd off the right-hand side. They've got a little room, but Kinderconnect comes up again.
Close quickly.
Boy, it looked like you could tell there was a lot of room off the right-hand side, but Kinderconnect come flying in from his free safety position to make the tackle and hold Lloyd to just about a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. So Thunder Ridge trying to extend this ball game a little bit.
Well, extend their season.
Yep.
So, this is it for them tonight. So that's the finality of it all.
Absolutely. And Struckoff looking to throw now out of the Wildcats. Got a man open and almost intercepted, but almost caught. Just mistimed it. That was Ross Cole out there. Just kind of mistimed the throw, and then it went off of
we got a replay
Rittenberg's
coming
hands.
up here, Mr. Brown. As you'll see him come flying in and right in front of the receiver.
Almost had it.
Yeah.
And then Rittenberg, it went off his fingertips. So 3rd down and 7 for the Longhorns. They're at the 14-yard line. Struck off in the nice job by Kinderconnect coming up, but Lloyd won't go down. And Lloyd loses about a yard on the play, though.
Kinderconnect comes streaking in.
I tell you, if you had like a little play-action pass, Kinderconnect's flying up, making a bunch of tackles.
I agree.
But if you had a little play-action pass off that zone read, I don't think anybody would be in the middle of the field.
No. I'd say it'd be 6 points.
Yeah, 4th down and 9 now for the Longhorns. 4 receivers set for Rittenberg. Empty backfield. He's got some time across the middle and just dropped. Receiver Gearing was coming across the middle, but that ball was dropped at the 10-yard line. He still would have get about 4 more yards
there was
for
a couple
first
of green
down.
shirts right around him on that play, so don't know if he still would have got it or not.
Yep.
But
hard hit too there.
Yeah.
Coming across the middle tonight's that's a different ball game than on a night where maybe it's a little
cold.
warmer. Yeah,
it's cold and no hot chocolate.
I put the order in. I don't know where it's at.
That waitress.
And Kinderconnect then with the give to Bach, and he's got 4 yards.
Got a score from Keith Hauser over in Norton right now. Petrie just scored on a 57-yard run. 31-3 Norton over TMP.
That game's getting out of
hand.
Yep. So 2nd down and 6 for the Huskies. And Kinderconnect going to keep it off the right-hand side and spun down maybe a yard on the play. That was Brendan Shaw on the tackle from his linebacker position. So no gain on the play. 3rd down and 7.
Got a score on Smith Center into the 3rd quarter from Mike Hughes, 54-0.
Wow.
El Saline.
El Saline's losing.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Okay.
Over El Saline. Sorry,
Yeah.
I left that word out.
That's an important word.
Yes.
Stutzman out the left-hand side. He's got a lot of room, and this may be it. Stutzman's going to race into the end zone for the score, and that'll be our ball game tonight. That is a 60-yard touchdown run by Nick Stutzman and puts the final dagger in the heart of Thunder Ridge. And that'll be good now. It'll be 52-6, and that's the ball game. Yeah, no, not going to try to attempt that 2-point conversion. No need to try that. So
it's over.
It is over. That's a big run there by Stutzman, just right up the middle. And
well, you know the game is over, but it's still 8:45. So really,
Right.
I mean, this was a long game. The first half, really, the first quarter was really good. And then all of a sudden, then the wheels kind of came off, and after halftime, Thunder Ridge had no answer.
Yeah. Most of the time, though, Thunder Ridge was able to at least make Northern Valley drive the field. None of the big plays. The big plays happened mostly at the end of that 2nd quarter and into this 3rd quarter. But that 1st quarter, they held tight and just had to they forced Northern Valley to drive the field.
Well, here's the thing about this is, and anybody that's played this game or any kind of game, for the Thunder Ridge guys, this is the end of the road.
Yep.
This is the end of all those waits in the summertime and going in early, staying late, feel bad for them. So, but for the young guys coming back next year, they can build on that.
Yep, and Northern Valley will host a playoff game, their first since 2005. So it's been kind of for a program that's got a pretty good history. It's been a little
I think
drought.
they've been on the road in the playoffs, but they just haven't hosted a game.
Right. Well, and it's been 12 years since they've been in the playoffs.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah, man,
I didn't know that.
It's kind of a drought. They've been in some tough districts and haven't just been able to get out of it. And
They've run into teams like Victoria and those.
And Thunder Ridge a couple years back was pretty good, and Osborne, I think they got stuck with them a couple times, and so they've been in some tough districts and just unable to get out and get the playoffs. But this year, 7-2 on the year, they're going to finish the districts undefeated, and will be the district champion. Now they'll take on the loser of the Otis Bison Hodgman County game.
The picnic doesn't get any better.
No, it doesn't.
It's playoff football, and that's what you expect.
Yep.
So,
well, we're going to take. They're taking the picture there on the field with the district championship plaque for the Northern Valley Huskies. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. We'll wrap this up, and we'll get you some scores on ball game. So stay tuned. You're watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
When it comes to commercial and residential concrete construction in the Hayes area, J-Corp is the preferred choice. They can handle your project from ground up, including excavation, site prep, to finished concrete and pavement, driveways, curbs, streets, parking lots. No job is too big or too small. They also sell and deliver sand, rock, and asphalt millings. Call for a free estimate today. The rock-solid choice in concrete construction. J-Corp, 1707 East 10th Street in Hayes.
Julie Kuhlman Photography, Kensington Lockers, Pro Ag Marketing, and BIH Plumbing and Electric are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Thunder Ridge High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best ever. Best wishes for a successful season from Ferguson Angus, Lynn and Lori Ferguson, Shaw Concrete and Construction, and Insurance Smart and D&K Insurance. Backing the Thunder Ridge Longhorns all season long.
Karst Water Well and Drilling Service has been drilling water wells and installing water systems in the area for over 84 years. Whether your project is residential, agricultural, commercial, or municipal, Karst Water Well can do the job right the first time. We offer design and consulting services and use the latest technology with only the best water system components on the market today. So no matter what kind of water well or water system you need, Karst is the company to do the job. Call us today for a consultation. Regulations and tax laws are always changing. That's why businesses and professionals turn to the experienced team at Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants. With 8 CPAs to assist you, they offer a wide range of services from tax preparations, bookkeeping, and payroll to auditing and accounting services. They can also help farmers, ranchers, and small businesses with tax planning. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. Mapes & Miller Certified Public Accountants with offices in Norton, Phillipsburg, Stockton, and Quinter.
Hi.
We're looking for insurance.
Let's see who's free.
When insurance agents work for only one company, their options are simply limited. But a trusted choice independent agent is free to shop many companies for a better deal. Free to do what's right for you.
Let us shop for you. Contact Rogers & Associate to learn more.
Progressive Physical Therapy Center has been an integral part of the Hayes community since 2007. Tim Marcus, physical therapist, has led the Hayes physical therapy team ever since the business opened. The Progressive staff offers expert care in a friendly environment. You no longer need a physician's referral when seeking services provided by a physical therapist. Call Progressive Physical Therapy. Their licensed therapists provide personalized patient care and treatments. Progressive Physical Therapy, 2209 Canterbury in Hayes.
Long Island Ready Mix, Home Oil Company, Almena State Bank, member FDIC, an equal opportunity provider, are proud of the hard work and dedication of all the Northern Valley High School students and athletes. They hope this school year is the best year ever. Best of wishes for a successful season from Professional Fire Equipment, Tri-Central Office Supply, and Steel Fabrications. backing the Northern Valley Huskies all season long.
We are your Northwest Kansas premier roofing contractor. We've got you covered before and after the storm.
Let us evaluate the condition of your roof and discuss options. We'll often be able to offer efficient, affordable alternatives. Call Roof Masters for a free estimate today.
Roof Masters, that's who you're looking for.
Hi, I'm Alex, and here we are at Herman Physical Therapy. Mariah, do you need doctor's orders for PT?
Nope, but if your doctor orders PT, you can still choose to come to us.
Great. Is Troy in?
Yes, he is.
Alrighty, thanks. Hey Troy, is it true you do free consultations?
You betcha.
Why did you choose Herman PT?
He makes it fun.
Would you refer a friend here?
I already have.
Well, there you have it. Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness.
Good for the body, good for the soul.
Welcome back to Game Time on Next Tech Local 1, where the fans here in Almena are starting to exit the stadium. Our score here is a final.
I think they left.
Yeah, 52-6 our score. Northern Valley with the win over Thunder Ridge. Caden Kinderconnect on the night had another big night. 4 touchdowns, 3 on the ground, 1 in the air. Nick Stutzman added 2 touchdowns. The final one on a 50-yard touchdown run.
Some great runs tonight, wasn't there? I mean, some great runs.
Thunder Ridge hung tough. They made Northern Valley drive the field on a couple of their drives, but just in the end just didn't have anything to stop the run.
I think the snowball effect is what we talked about, is that play where on the north end of the field, Northern Valley's got the ball on their own 2-yard line, and he sprints all the way to a touchdown.
Yeah, so. Thunder Ridge had pinned him down to the 2-yard line, but Kinderconnect on the 98-yard touchdown run just put a dagger through the hearts of the Longhorns. So let's take a look at our Next Tech Wireless scoreboard, get you some scores from around the area. Phillipsburg final, 56-6 over Russell. In the third quarter, Norton is still on top of TMP, 31-9. Rollins County, they did what they had to do. They got the 21-point lead, or win at least, over Hill City. That's 56-6. Our score, Northern Valley, 52-6. Bennington and Logan Palco, that's still a halftime score, 14-12. But I don't think that game's going to have much effect. Victoria was rolling big.
Yeah.
Wallace County, 42-8 over Tri-Plains Brewster. Osborne with the 54-0 win over Lincoln. Pike Valley and Lynn, that's a close one, 14-6. Pike Valley undefeated on the year. They beat Osborne. Otis Bison up big on Hodgman County in the third quarter, 44-14. Kind of blew that game open. If that score keeps up, Hodgman County will come here next week to take on the Huskies.
Yeah.
Lakeside and Stockton in a close one. Stockton with a 20-12 lead. Victoria all over Solomon, 42-0. Smith Center up big on El Salim, 54-0. And Hoxie did what they had to do. They beat Decatur Community 50-0. So Hoxie, I think, will advance. They will be the district champion in that. St. Francis plays tomorrow against Waukene, and that, depending on the score of that ball game, will determine if Atwood or St. Francis will get in. So a good ball game tonight. Northern Valley with the win, 52-6. Tomorrow we'll be in Plainville for Plainville Cardinals and the Lacrosse Leopards.
Be a great 11-man game. A lot on the line.
Yeah, I mean, two teams coming in hot.
On the road game. So.
Yeah, so and you definitely want those home games in the playoffs. The more opportunities you can play in front of your home crowd, the better chance you have at advancing for sure.
Sure.
And then also don't forget Mike on the Mic special Halloween edition starts at 5:30 on Tuesday.
That should be a special show there. He's promised to dress up a little bit for us. He gave us a little pre-show thing on this one, doing that Halloween howl of his at the end of the show. Yeah. So tune in for a lot of information about cross-country, volleyball, football. He'll break it down. Have a lot of insight news on it, folks. Please tune in.
So a lot of playoff positions, spots still available. We'll find out the complete field after tomorrow's ball game, but should be a good ball game. Stay tuned. Tune in tomorrow for that game, and then tune in next week for the Mike on the Mic special edition. So you've been watching tonight. You've been watching Game Time on Next Tech Local 1.
Nobody covers high school football like Next Tech Local 1. Tune in to Next Tech Game Time. Game Time is brought to you in part by Roofmasters Roofing and Sheet Metal, Rogers & Associates Insurance, Progressive Physical Therapy, Mapes & Miller LLP, Hayes Recreation Commission, Herman Physical Therapy and Wellness, J-Corp, Karst Waterwell, and the Golden Q. Catch all the action on Friday nights at 6:30 on Next Tech Local 1 and nexttech.com. Your home for high school football is Next Tech Game Time.